Okay, so we're live. That's good. I'm glad it worked. It was saying it wasn't going to work. Now it did work. So air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Here we are. See what's going on in your energy. What's happening for you, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We're going to look at what your overall energy is for your reading at this time. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. So what is the overall energy for the air sign tribe at this time? Justice coming up with Libra. Okay, Justice card. I see you bringing a lot of, like, you're sticking on the truth. You're sticking on what you know. You're going for balance. You're restoring balance in your life. You're choosing what's right for you. Okay, and let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, you've been meeting challenges head on is what that Knight of Swords talks about to me. Meeting the challenges head on and bringing these things to justice. Anywhere where you've been feeling attacked or downtrodden or beaten on or disrespected or unappreciated, anywhere where somebody has been taking advantage of you, anywhere where somebody who thought they could get over on you, you're like bringing all that stuff to a standstill at this time. You're not allowing that anymore. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I also feel that you're like learning so much about your own self in this. So for a lot of you, I see that this justice energy that you're carrying has to do with not only external sources of attack and belittling and disrespect, but also the internal sources. Wherever you've done this to yourself, I see that you're putting those traits, those behaviors, those habits to a close, to an end, to terminate that right now, because you're creating balance in your life for yourself at this time. All right, air sign tribe. Let's see. What are the messages for you at this time? Working with the Starman Tarot. The past energy for you. What is the past energy for the air signs, please and thank you? In the past, we have the Two of Wands. So this Two of Wands energy talks about being at a distance from someone. I'm being guided to read this from the book for you. That's been happening today. It always happens randomly, but today it's been happening quite a bit. So let's see what the Two of Wands says from the book. It says, gaining perspective, wait for the right moment, drafting plans, look out to the future. And reverse is staying closed-minded, creating excuses, letting go of opportunities. So some of you air sign, excuse me, have been letting go of certain opportunities in the past, and wherever you were realizing that that was not a good idea, it didn't work out well for you because you let go of opportunities that you would have liked to take advantage of. I see that you're gaining perspective from those ideas, and you're changing your mode of operation. Your MO is changing. So let's see in your current energy for you, air signs, what do we have? The Emperor. Oh, look at you coming through with boss energy. You're taking control in your life, standing up for yourself, and you're in this growth phase. Air signs, you're in a powerful growth phase, so you could come in, balance your divine energies. And apparently there was something out of balance about the divine masculine quality in you. So some of you were very action oriented. Some of you weren't action oriented enough. Either way, this energy is coming into balance for you at this time. For some of you, there is an Aries person in your experience at this time. So let's see the hidden blessing in this experience for you, air signs. The hidden blessing is the wheel of fortune is spinning, and it's spinning in to shift in your favor. When justice comes in and things are set right, it's only happening because the wheel has shifted, is what I hear. It's happening because the wheel has shifted. Okay, so the wheel is where you finally decide to, first off, you make a decision. You decide. And that decision is something that you have been hanging in the balance about for a while that kept you in balance. So you made a decision, a final choice that changed your energy. It changed your flow in the direction of your life. Let's see what the challenge is for you at this time. The challenge at this time is the 9 of Wands. You got a lot. You feel like you have a lot of burdens to carry. You feel like you've got a lot going on. You got wounding. Okay, so the challenge is to address the wounding that you've been carrying, this wounded warrior energy. Okay, some of you air signs, it's like there's this belief in you that if it's not hard, if it doesn't hurt, it's not going to be worth it. And so some of you, it's about realizing that, you know, if it hurts, that's all it means, is that it hurts. You know, it hurts. You don't have to learn through pain every time. You can learn from guidance. You can learn from advice. You can learn from the experiences other people have had. But for a lot of you air signs, what I see is letting go of past pains is a big challenge for you right now. These are pains that you've been carrying for a long time. Okay. So for some of you, this is talking about a romantic connection that is changing right now in whatever way that is. For some of you, that romantic connection is changing in the fact that it's leveling up. But for others of you, this is about some sort of childhood wounding with your father that is continued to plague your mind, is what I'm hearing. It continued to plague your mind. Okay. Somebody's father was not there for them, and they've carried that energy. And if this is you, it causes you to want to run from commitments, run from long-term, run from stability, because stability is something you didn't really have. So let's see what's going on in your environment, your environmental influence at this time. We have the Starman, which is our magician energy. There's a very powerful person. This person is in tune with metaphysics. This person is in tune with esoterics, with magic. This person is an alchemist. There's somebody very powerful in your experience at this time. I hear as you look at them in their power, they trigger you to want to grow. Some of you, you're experiencing this trigger to want to grow in a feeling of not good enough, and it feels really crappy. Others of you are experiencing this trigger to want to grow in, ooh, you're inspired. That's what I desire for myself. So how are you coming through in this? Let's see, what is the guidance for you at this time? What is the guidance for you at this time? The Sun, air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The guidance for you is to turn your light on, shine bright, let the world see who you are, and put into play the things that you know. I'm hearing certain things, just take them at face value. I'm hearing, especially where it applies to this childhood wounding because of a father. You see how this person is. You're old enough and mature enough now to see how this person is. So how can you continue to repeat low vibrational cycles for yourself based off of what you see this person is all about already? Yes, I know that's your father, but he's just another person. Yes, I know that these connections are supposed to mean more, but literally he's just another person. And you see his MO coming up again, the MO, his mode of operation. You see how he works. So once you know what to expect from a person, then you take it with a grain of salt, knowing and remembering who and what they are and how they come through. Don't expect them to do anything different just because it's you, is what I hear. Wow. Okay. I see for someone, there's also this experience, excuse me, where you're aware of somebody is up to some form of trickery. This is a sidebar message for somebody in particular. Somebody's up to some form of trickery, and this could even, there's some spell casting to try to compel another person, to try to control another person going on here. If you know about it, bring it to light. Bring it to light. If you've been having that feeling that somebody's doing it to you, you're absolutely right, and go with what you know. So let's see what's the outcome here for you. The Two of Pentacles. You're going to be making some big changes in your life. The Justice card here is indicative of that anyways. You know, we started off with that. Like, you're making big changes in your life because you're going for anything that is demeaning, anything that is not worthy, anything that makes you feel unworthy or less than. And you are addressing all of these things. So if there's something you can do, you're making changes to do those things now. If there's nothing you can do and it's about an external energy from you, you're leaving them to their own vices. They're going to have to find their own power to fix their own stuff for their own self, okay? But you're making changes. Some of you are going to be choosing to move to another location. Some of you are going to be changing careers as a result of this. Somebody who was living with their family is going to be moving out because of the controlling factor of the father here. I see that clearly too coming through. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here for you. We have the Queen of Wands. That's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius feminine energy here for someone. There is a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius feminine energy that loves you and is sending you beautiful, positive energy, thoughts, intentions, prayers. This person is on your side. Okay, there's somebody here who is on your side. I do feel and sense that this is, for most of you, somebody who is in spirit. Okay. Now, it also talks about a determination, a fire that was lit inside of you. This fire that was lit inside of you was so that you would level up, so that you would mature past the conditioning and the programming that you received from your father. So you can let that be what it is and contain that energy to where it doesn't affect you in your own experience. So somebody has a father. That father is very challenging to deal with. That father might have a lot of negative, low vibrational habits, behaviors, conversations, patterns. Okay. You, at some point, you have allowed that person, whether it's your father or for someone, it's your boss. Okay. For somebody, it is a grandfather. It's for somebody else, this is about even larger scale. They're saying for some of you, this is about your awareness of what's really going on out there with the deep state and all these different things in the world, in the societal authoritative system that we have. But this is about you having that fire and determination to create change in your life. So somebody here on the large scale where we're talking about politics and such, you're getting involved in activism. And if this is you, you're actually going meeting at this time with a very important political figure who is going to take what you have to say seriously. Okay, they're going to take what you have to say seriously for you. Anywhere where you're dealing with this father or grandfather or this person that's working to try to control you, for someone that's an Aries, I see you creating a separation between what they think and what they try to tell you and what you know you should do. Okay, so that you can find more balance in your life. And for some of you, this is literally going to lead to a physical distancing from this person. You ain't even going to deal with them. You ain't even going to see them no more. You ain't even going to have them in your experience. So we're going to clarify your reading today with the wisdom of the oracle is what I was shown. So we'll be pulling an oracle card over each of these to go dig deeper up on what else wants to come through, what else spirit has for you at this time. Air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What do we have for the love and peace and happiness air sign tribe at this time, please and thank you? What do we have for our beautiful air sign tribe? Why is the Two of Wands here in the past? Clarifying that. We have the Fates. Okay, the Fates is coming out. And I wanted one card, but they also gave me chopped wood. They said I needed to use both of them. So what I see is in the past, you made a decision to change your experience and change your circumstances by doing the difficult thing. There was something that was difficult that you had to do. It has to do with separating yourself from this energy. Now the Emperor is here. I'm hearing this is about you taking control in your life to make it go in the direction you want it to go, stepping up and doing what you need to do for your own good. Okay, let's see, clarifying this Emperor and the current energy. Why is this here? Again with the two cards. The tribe and higher power. Interesting. So some of you are finding yourself in a position of leadership of a group, or you're part of a group where there's a very inspiring leader. You've been brought to this connection because a higher power is at play here. Spirit is guiding you here into this experience for your growth. Some of you need to step up into doing these things and bringing this balance into your life, because you're going to be connected with the tribe that is currently being called into your life. So this is new people coming into your life, new experiences coming into your life. But this is about you standing up in authority with your higher power. So the hidden blessing here was the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune for you. What do we have? All that glitters, again, coming out with 2 cards, and deep knowing and all that glitters. So you found that there was something that looked so beautiful to you. It looked so sparkly, so shiny, so perfect, but there was something there that was just not. It was just not. And you knew about it. And now the situation is wrapping up. It's coming to a close as everything in the experience is moving towards finality, towards endings, okay? And you knew it was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen on some level. You knew it was going to happen. You didn't want it to happen, but it happened anyways. There's power in this for you. The challenge now is that you're left with these wounded feelings, okay? And the 9 of Wands in your challenge position says you got to deal with those wounds. And it says the clarifiers came out in 2 again. So for someone, this definitely has to do with partnerships or some form of duality, because these cards, the clarifiers, are coming out in 2, and I was hoping for 1. But we have round and round coming out with to be fair. So again, with this, you going round and around, and all the hurts and all the pains has been the proclivity. It's been what you've been doing, right? So the challenge now is to process them, not just go round and round about them, but to process them, to bring balance in. You got to be fair to both parties to do this. You know, somebody just didn't know better. They didn't have better. They didn't know how to do better. So they did the best they could do. Or maybe that was you. Either way, be fair to yourself, because going round and round this is just going to keep you stuck in that cycle of pain, okay? Now you have the Starman in your environment. It's talking about the Magician energy. And for somebody, there's clearly an Aries person here in your experience. But let's clarify the Starman. And what do we have is the Yang. So there is a divine masculine energy around you, okay? This person is very powerful. This person is a powerful manifester. There's somebody around you who knows how to put things into action to make them happen, okay? This person, they said pull 1 off the top so we could keep this 2 thing going now that you see what we're doing with you. And I'm like, okay, fine. And go the distance. So there's somebody here who is encouraging you to go the distance, okay? To do things differently. There's somebody here who's encouraging you to step up into your power. That you can do what you need to do and find the accomplishment and the success in it, to let go of this wounding that has allowed you to come under people's spells for someone, and control for others. And for some, both. Okay. So I'm hearing somebody here around you, they're really making power moves. They're really getting to what they need to do. And this is having an inspirational influence on you. So the guidance for you is the Sun. The Sun, this is a Leo energy. Why is the Sun here? Clarify the Sun here in the guidance. Peace. You shine your light best when you are in a state of peace. It's important for you to choose peace of mind. Again, we need you to let go of these wounds. You've been through a lot of shit. Stop carrying it. Stop carrying it. It's true, but it's in your past. And it'll stay in your past until you bring it to the present. And you do that by sitting there, continuing to go over it and over it and over it and replay it and all of that stuff in the now. See, if you wouldn't bring it into your now, it would remain in your past. So what else we have for guidance for you? To the sea. If you're going to feel the feelings, can you do that one last time and cast it out to the sea? Can you tell yourself while you're going round and around that circle of all the hurts you've been through in life that, you know what, this is the last time I'm going to feel this way about this situation. I'm going to let it go today. This is the final cry. A lot of emotions being come up here. But those emotions, if you release them and process them, are going to lead you to a greater sense of peace. You will find happiness on that path. But you know what? It's going to come out the same way it came in. And it came in emotionally, so it's going to leave emotionally. Let's see where the 2 of Pentacles is here in your outcome energy. Clarifying the 2 of Pentacles as an outcome for the air sign tribe. Never-ending story. So it's like Don't then begin to, once you process this emotions and you decide, okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna release these feelings and I'm gonna cast them to the sea. I'm gonna give it back to the universe to transmute this energy. You're gonna have to keep doing this over and over again. It's not just one thing in your life, and it's not just one time. So every time it keeps coming up, you're going to have to remind yourself, oh yeah, I cast this out to the universe. I cast it to the sea. I gave it to God to transmute this energy for me. Let's see what else we have for the outcome energy. Breathe. Yeah, do this in prayer. Do this in affirmation. Take time to just breathe. You're going through a lot of changes. It feels like you're never going to get done, but you will get there. But you got to learn to chill for a minute, to get into peace for a minute, because I hear you've been going through so much and peace has felt so far, so out of touch. I hear the bottom of the deck is building blocks. Yeah, this is some core foundational stuff that's coming up for you. This has to do definitely with how you were raised, what you experienced in your early formative days. So yeah, this is a big deal. You know, if the foundation is false, everything that's built on top of it will eventually crumble. So we want you to rebuild this in a solid foundation so you can keep what you're building to move forward with it, okay? Being guided to pull for you a closing message from the universe has your back from Gabrielle Bernstein. So let's see what we have for our love and peace and happiness air sign tribe. All right. What is the most important guidance for our air sign tribe at this time? Please and thank you. The most important guidance for the air sign tribe at this time. Please and thank you. There it is. You got two. The bottom of the deck is the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. So this brings up the idea about where you're putting your attention and your intentions. The first one that fell out for you was the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So some of you have been praying for very specific outcomes. You've been setting your intentions for very specific outcomes. They're saying, open it up to what's in your highest, lightest, and brightest good. What is the best outcome for all? Open that up in your intentions, in your prayers, in your affirmations. Now, the other card that came out for you says, my capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. They're saying rewind that. Make that be a mantra for you in the days and weeks to come, because it will be very, very beneficial for you as you are stepping into a higher level of power and going through so many changes. So this is what I have for you at this time for my beautiful air sign collective. Thank you so much. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Laters.